make so much money. Can you introduce me to iDubbbz? I know you like have talked to him before. And I'm like, I guess, right? So iDubbbz walks up to me and he's like, Boogie, I know you're afraid that I'm gonna make a content cop on you. I'm never going to do that. I heard people saying you're gonna kill yourself if I make a content cop on you. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna kill myself whether you do or you don't. I'm just done. Like, I'm fucking miserable.
Why would Jesse lie in the story?
It's like Bram's hookers and my hookers.
Okay.
You're lying.
Okay.
That's not what happened.
Dan for 20 says, okay. Dan for 20 says, okay, 20, Rap Billy versus Boogie. Dan, I don't know what it is, but they're talking. And
the dog's taking a shit on the dance.
Don't let the dog eat shit. He's shitting right now. Daddy, he's shitting right now. What? He's shitting.
It's hanging out of his ass.
Daddy, come on. He's shitting. You can't show that.
I think you're gonna show it.
That really did happen.
stop
really
zooming in on it, bro.
Good
Come
thing.
on.
Get it out of here.
Well, you wanted the hot dog, bro.
Okay.
If we get five crowns.
Holy fuck.
If we get five crowns, I will wear it on my nose like a mustache.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ. Twiggy, stop with the fucking camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fat Camp.
Welcome to the shittiest podcast in the locale universe.
Oh God.
Fat camp is going pretty well. That was day 3. A dog sitting on the table that, later on they will eat stuff on and do other stuff on. Yeah, that was pretty weird, pretty entertaining. I hope nothing bad happens from it.
So $50 dono to Billy, the RWO's People's Champ. Spit the bars you would have dropped for Boogie's eulogy. That was for 50.
You fucking idiot!
Who the fuck are you calling a fucking idiot?
Magic here!
Who? That ain't my fucking problem. That ain't my fucking problem. You have lost your goddamn mind.
You fucking bitch!
You have.
Mike, you know how I said we had to replace this table? We definitely do now, dude. The dog shit on it. Tina's got dents in it.
Talking to me like that. You've lost
It's
your
been shit
fucking
on,
mind
beaten,
talking to me
pissed
like
on,
that.
puked on, dented.
There's fucking content live, xylie!
You were deafened, you motherfucker! You were deafened! We didn't hear a goddamn word you fucking said!
We're fucking back now!
Who the fuck are you talking to like that? Have you lost your goddamn mind?
Can I speak? Can I please speak? Xylie, can I speak? So like I said, I walked right up to iDubbbz and told him, I'm gonna fucking kill myself if you make a content cop on me.
That's what we said you said.
Guys, she left.
Well, can she at least fucking full screen us? Now why does Rest off get as much fucking screen time as Boogie, Billy, and get behind a fucking camera? You fucking dumb bitch!
I spoke too soon. So yeah, that was Billy the Fridge basically going off of xylie Gets Real. His co-host, the one person that defends him constantly, that gives him the benefit of the doubt. It was very funny in a weird sense. Now, what made him flip out? What made him go off on xylie? What made him go off was obviously xylie wasn't capturing the moment of Boogie's dog shitting on the table. Which let's think about this for a hot second. I know there are some dogs that do climb on the table, like mostly like smaller dog like Pomeranian, but I don't understand, right? Why do you have a dog on hand where, you're going to have people being very active, very bombastic? There's a chance a dog can get hurt. And that dog is almost like ancient, right? That dog is extremely old, especially for dog years, right? If that dog fell off the table the wrong way or you dropped it in your moment, the dog could get really hurt. I think people are blaming xylie and Billy for this. I have my own opinions on it. We'll get into it, but I kind of blame Boogie for this because it was Boogie who started it. What Boogie who did this, right? That led to Billy flipping out on xylie because of audio issue, her not capturing this moment, which is like, yeah, it's funny, it's crazy, but like it's not a big deal. And then later on, like in the stream, Billy would cry and yell about it. Like, dude, like why you're acting like a baby? Where xylie made a good point that like you gaslight her all the time, but like xylie, you are also a bit of a hypocrite Because xylie goes off on him and saying like, you can't talk to me like that, which is like kind of retarded. Because like, let's be fair, xylie, you done that to other people. You have cursed other people. You have yelled at other people. You have been manic with other people. But when it's done to you, you decide that no is no. And like, xylie was also a big critic on not Belly, I don't know who that is, Becky, right? That she was saying like, after Becky left and all that, like, Becky can't handle the heat, Becky can't do that. But then people were pointing out on xylie that like, you can't handle the heat, you can't deal with the people giving you crap, you can't deal with the fact that, you know, you can't tolerate. To me, in my eye, I just felt that like, it was a clear sign of hypocrisy on xylie. At the same time, Billy was pretty drunk, but at the same time, like, in that moment, in that particular time, Billy should have just shut up and just like walked away and then just had a crash out like that. And I think it would have been a lot better on their end. Like, I just see it as like, why?
He's
Right
hung
now.
up. He's gone. He left when you said it the first time.
xylie, listen.
Yeah.
Look, this is a moment of like frustration from Billy and from you, and that's it. You're gonna be here tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. It was supposed to be Friday, but I'm gonna.
Okay,
but
well,
I got
Friday. You're gonna be
refundable
here.
tickets.
xylie,
What?
everything's gonna be fine. Come. This is a little thing. This is not a big thing, right? This is a little thing.
I didn't think it was anything, but I was just being like what I usually do. I'm usually over the top, and I guess it hit different this time.
No, it's fine. It is totally fine. Look, it's a little thing. Oh God, we missed a dog shit thing. Who cares?
That's what I said after.
They didn't miss it. You didn't miss that. You didn't miss
No, I
that.
guess-
The sound went out after that. We got your
Yeah,
all
but-
throwing up and everything. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Yes, xylie should have made that big screen, right?
Yeah.
But she didn't. Oh well.
Exactly.
Like,
I fucked up so many times. Like, I fuck up all the fucking time. Like, I don't care about that.
this is such a little thing that it absolutely must be resolved.
I think it's funny how the crash out, and now as I'm looking at it a day later and recording it and just thinking what I wanted to say, I think I kind of in the consent, or I think a lot of people will agree with me that it's just, you know, xylie can't speak because he's done this to other people, but when it's done to her, she can't handle it. And I think that shows the weakness within the whole lolcowlive universe, that they have a clear hypocrisy or a double standard. At the same time, I will also say, like, well, if you can't handle the heat, then get out of the kitchen. It's true. I just see this crash out could have been avoided, but mainly on Billy, and I don't think Billy's going to change, and I don't think xylie's going to change. Is this going to cause any strains in the relationship? Not really. I think it was, Billy was drunk and he was in the moment, but, like, even with that, like, come on, xylie. Come on. I don't know. I don't know what other people would think. I think most people may agree with me that xylie was just acting like a child, but Billy wasn't any better. And then kind of Keem started coming in, and obviously later on, like, Brantley would get involved. But I thought that was stupid. And Twiggy got involved too. It's like, you know, I just felt that Twiggy should have just not said anything, just kept it as it is, and he went at it. But I think as a lot of people would agree that, like, if this was done on Twiggy, he would have just gone. I mean, I think we've seen it in some regard. But what I'm saying is, what I'm just trying to say, what I'm trying to apply is that I think that what I'm trying to get at is, if you can't handle it, just get out, or just shut your mouth, or just like, okay, whatever. Like, is it a big deal? No. Is everybody gaslighting each other? Yes. Because this could have been done differently? Yes. But at the end of the day, I would just say stop acting like child when you don't like when people do the same thing that you done to other people. You know. I would just say grow up. Grow up. That's the only thing I can say. With that being said, have a good one, yo, and be safe, and God bless.